Hi and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Amy from Neurotic Mom Bakes and I'm going to be showing you my spiced cream cheese buttercream today. This goes amazingly well with my churro cake, which has been posted. It also would go well with my pumpkin cake or even just my white and vanilla cake. So let's start. You're going to need butter, cream cheese, powdered sugar, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, heavy whipping cream, and a little bit of salt. I'm gonna get my attachment on. Don't forget that I will put the written recipe in the description box below the video in both cups and grams. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, make sure your butter is at room temperature. I'm going to put in 1 cup of butter and 8 ounces or 1 package of cream cheese. If you do not have cream cheese, that's okay. You can just make a spiced buttercream using all butter. So instead of the cream cheese, you would put in 2 more sticks of butter and that will work. However, I love the taste and I love the consistency with the cream cheese in there, but it's not absolutely necessary. Okay, I'm gonna start by whipping this for about a minute. And once that's looking lighter in color and nice and smooth and combined together, I'm going to gradually add 2 pounds of powdered or confectioner's sugar. Make sure it's the really, really fine stuff. That's 8 cups or 907 grams on very low speed. It's still gonna go everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna stop this for 1 second because I need to explain how you adjust your buttercream dependent on what you're doing with it and where you live. If you live in a very hot and humid place, you are going to add much less cream to this, and you can even get more powdered sugar to make it more stiff. It will soften a little bit as it sits. So if you live in a hot place, it gets like runnier, meltier. So you want to make a stiffer buttercream. So start with, I live in a dry climate and it's fairly cool, so I add a little bit more cream, but I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons for now. And then I'm going to add, I don't know, a splash, a teaspoon or 2 of vanilla, and then like a dash of salt. I know it sounds crazy, but salt will just bring out and elevate whatever flavor of buttercream you are making. You're going to want to whip this on medium-high for 2 to 3 minutes and it'll get nice and fluffy and lighten the color. Okay, at this point, this is where I do my taste and texture test. First, I'm gonna scrape my beaters down. If you are doing piping like rosettes or on top of a cupcake where it needs to really hold its shape, you want a much stiffer buttercream. This is quite stiff, but it's a good consistency, and I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Now for our spices. Oh, this is so, so good. I'm going to start with, and I say start with because if you feel like it needs more cinnamon flavor, if you feel like you need more, you can always add more, but you can never take it back. So start small. I'm gonna start with 2, I'm just gonna put this on low, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then I'm going to add just 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and cloves. These are strong. Don't overdo it with those. I have done that. So start small. I'm going to taste it at this point. for me, I want a little more spice in there. So I'm gonna add maybe another half of a teaspoon of the cinnamon and just a pinch. I think the nutmeg I had enough, but just a pinch. I just need a little more clove in there. But you might like it with the really mild flavor. I wanted just a little bit more flavor in there. I also feel like it needed a little more salt. All right, let's give it another taste. Let me get another spoon. Perfect. Perfect. You can just taste the clove and the nutmeg just a little bit. The cinnamon is there. It's delicious. Okay, let me show you how I'm going to get my buttercream ready to decorate. If you're not ready to decorate, you can absolutely make your buttercream ahead of time. I would just put this into like a Tupperware, cover the top of the buttercream, not just the lid, put plastic on top of the buttercream, press it right down, then the lid. You can freeze it for up to a month and you can refrigerate it for up to a week. However, I'm going to make a cake today, so I'm going to put it in my piping bags. Okay, for the particular cake that I'm doing, which is coming up on my YouTube channel, I have a piping bag with the Wilton 1M tip, the Wilton 4B tip. If you can only get 2 piping tips, get those 2. They're the most versatile. You can do the most with those. And then because I'm putting a filling in, I'm going to just fill a piping bag with no tip. All right, to fill your piping bag, I'll just fold it over my hand and I will just get a spoonful and try to put a little bit in and then press it down, get out all the air bubbles. All right, so this is going to be for my crumb coat and the ring that I make around each layer to hold the filling inside. And then I'm just doing a few decorations on top. So I don't need a lot in here. Maybe just like 1.5 spoonfuls, twist it, and then set it aside. Same thing with this one, I don't need a whole lot. Okay, so that was easy and it's delicious. My spiced cream cheese buttercream, again, goes well with my churro cake, my pumpkin cake, or a vanilla cake. If you want to see more recipes and tutorials like this, just make sure to subscribe to my channel. You can also catch me on Instagram @NeuroticMom.